There are two paths in life. One is easy. The other is difficult. The easy path asks for nothing today. No sacrifice. No discipline. No responsibility. It invites you to sleep a little longer, to delay your goals, to make one more excuse. And for a while, it feels comfortable. But comfort has a hidden cost. Every day you choose what is easy, you quietly move farther away from the life you truly want. The difficult path is different. It asks you to wake up when you don't feel like it, to keep working when nobody is watching, to stay committed when progress is slow. It is not glamorous. It is not exciting every day, but it leads somewhere. That path is called discipline. Most people spend their lives searching for motivation. They watch videos, read books, wait for inspiration. They believe one powerful feeling will transform everything. But feelings are temporary. They come and go, like the weather. Discipline is different. Discipline does not ask how you feel. It asks one simple question. Will you keep your promise? Because your future is not built by your emotions. It is built by your decisions. Every morning you make a choice to move closer to your goals or farther away from them. And those small choices, repeated every day, become your life today. This is not just another motivational speech. This is an invitation to become someone who acts with purpose. Someone who keeps going after motivation disappears. Someone who becomes stronger. Not because life became easier, but because they became more disciplined. Everything can change. But first, you must change. Comfort is one of the most attractive things in life. It asks for nothing. It promises peace. It tells you, rest a little longer. You can start tomorrow. One more day won't make a difference. And for a moment, it feels harmless. But comfort has a price. A price that is never paid today. It is paid months later. Sometimes years later. Every time you choose comfort over discipline, you are making a small investment, not in your future, but in your regret. Think about the goals you once had, the books you wanted to read, the business you wanted to build, the body you wanted to create, the skills you wanted to learn. None of them disappeared overnight. They slowly faded. One comfortable decision at a time. That is how dreams are lost. Not through one great failure, but through thousands of small choices that seemed unimportant. Life is always asking one question. What are you willing to sacrifice today for a better tomorrow? Because every meaningful achievement requires a price. Success has a price. Growth has a price. Discipline has a price. But failure also has a price. Regret has a price. Missed opportunities have a price. The difference is this. The price of discipline is paid now. The price of regret is paid later. And regret is always more expensive. Imagine two people. Both have the same dream. The first person wakes up early, studies every day, improves little by little. The second person says, I'll begin when life becomes easier. 1 year passes. The first person has changed. The second person is still waiting. The difference was never talent. It was daily choices. Discipline often feels difficult in the beginning, but every day you practice it, it becomes a little easier. Comfort works in the opposite direction. It feels easy today, but tomorrow it becomes harder to leave. That is why comfort can become a prison. Not because someone locked the door, but because you stop trying to open it. Remember this. Every morning, you have two voices inside you. One says, take it easy. The other says, do what needs to be done. The voice that grows stronger is the one you listen to every day. Your habits are feeding one of them. Choose wisely, because the person you become depends on which voice you decide to follow. Do not spend your life chasing comfort. Chase growth. Growth will challenge you. It will test your patience. It will demand consistency, but it will also give you something comfort never can. A life you are proud of. One day, you will look back on this season of your life. You will either say, I'm grateful I stayed disciplined, or I wish I had started sooner. Zatto, choice is being made today. Not through one giant decision, but through the small decisions you make every single day. Motivation is powerful. It can make you feel unstoppable. It can fill your mind with hope. It can convince you that today is the day everything changes. But there is one problem. Motivation never stays. Ito, come, and it goes. Like the weather. Some mornings you wake up feeling inspired. You are ready to conquer the world. You make plans. You write goals. You promise yourself that this time will be different. But then life happens. You wake up tired. Work becomes stressful. Problems appear. Your energy disappears. Ando, suddenly, the motivation you depended on is nowhere to be found. That is why so many people begin, but very few people finish. Because they built their future on a feeling, and feelings are temporary. Imagine a ship crossing the ocean. The waves are always changing. Some days the sea is calm. Other days it is violent. If the captain only sailed when the weather was perfect, the ship would never reach its destination. Life is no different. There will always be difficult days. There will always be moments when you doubt yourself. There will always be times when quitting feels easier than continuing. The people who succeed are not those who always feel motivated. They are the people who continue even when motivation disappears. That is where discipline becomes your greatest strength. Discipline says, I made a commitment, and I will honor that commitment. Not because it is easy, but because my future depends on it. Think about a farmer. He does not plant seeds only when he feels inspired. He plants because he understands the seasons. He knows that today's work creates tomorrow's harvest. Imagine if he waited for motivation. There would be no crops, no harvest, no reward. Your goals work the same way. Every action you take today is planting a seed. Some seeds grow quickly, others take time. But every seed needs consistency. Many people quit because they cannot see immediate results. They exercise for 1 week. Nothing changes. They stop. They study for a few days. Progress feels slow. They stop. They work on a dream for 1 month. Success doesn't arrive. They stop. But success has never belonged to the quickest. It belongs to the most consistent. Every great achievement is built quietly. One disciplined day, then another, and another, until one day the results become impossible to ignore. Remember this. The days you feel like giving up are often the days that matter most. Because anyone can continue when everything is easy. Character is revealed when life becomes difficult. When your alarm rings early, when your body feels tired, when nobody is encouraging you, when no one is watching. Those are the moments that shape your future, not because they are comfortable, but because they require a choice. A choice between excuses and commitment. If you wait to feel motivated, you will always be controlled by your emotions. But if you build discipline, you become the person who acts regardless of how you feel. That is freedom! Because true freedom is not doing what feels good. True freedom is having the strength to do what is right, even when it feels difficult. So stop chasing motivation. Stop waiting for the perfect mood. Instead, become the kind of person who keeps moving, who keeps growing, who keeps showing up. Because motivation may start the journey, but only discipline will carry you to the finish line. Your life is not built once a year. It is not built on your birthday. It is not built on New Year's Day. Your life is built every single morning. When you make your first decision, will you get up or press the snooze button? Will you move toward your goals or toward another distraction? These choices seem small, almost invisible, but never mistake small decisions for unimportant ones. Because your future is hiding inside your daily routine. Imagine a sculptor standing in front of a massive block of stone. He doesn't create a masterpiece with one powerful strike. He removes one small piece. Zing! Another! Then another! Day after day, until everyone else finally sees what he saw from the beginning. Your life works the same way. Every disciplined choice removes another piece of the person you used to be. Every excuse leaves the old version untouched. Many people dream about changing their lives, but they ignore the simple choices that create change. They want confidence, but avoid difficult situations. They want success, but avoid hard work. They want respect, but refuse to become reliable. The results they desire can only grow from the actions they repeat. Remember this! Success is not found in one extraordinary day. It is hidden inside ordinary days. Used wisely. One extra chapter read, one healthy meal chosen, 1 hour spent learning, one promise kept. These moments may never appear on social media. No one may applaud you. No one may even notice. But your future notice. Every disciplined action is making a quiet deposit into the life you are building. 81st. The account seems empty. You wonder if your effort matters. You wonder if the sacrifices are worth it. Then something amazing happens. The small deposits begin to grow. Your confidence increases. Your habits become stronger. Your mindset becomes sharper. People start asking, what changed? They think it happened overnight. But you know the truth. It happened one choice at a time. Never believe that today's effort is too small. A single brick cannot build a house. But without that first brick, no house will ever exist. A single page cannot create a book. But without the first page, there is no story. The life you admire is built exactly the same way. One disciplined decision, repeated until it becomes part of who you are. There will always be moments when nobody is watching. Those moments matter the most because character is revealed in private, long before success appears in public. Ask yourself today, what choices am I repeating? Are they building the life I want or quietly pulling me away from it? Because your destiny is not decided by one dramatic event. It is shaped by the small decisions you repeat again and again and again. So, tomorrow morning, when the first decision arrives, choose wisely because that one decision may seem ordinary, but repeated every day. It has the power to completely transform your life. Wake up with purpose. Protect your time. Keep your promises. Finish what you start. Repeat the right actions day after day until discipline is no longer something you do. It becomes someone you are. Because when discipline becomes your identity, success is no longer a matter of if, it becomes a matter of when. Every great victory begins with a battle, not a battle against the world. Not a battle against other people, but a battle within yourself. Every single day, two versions of you wake up. One version wants comfort. It wants to sleep longer. It wants to avoid difficult work. Itte, hoisu pass! You deserve a break. You can start tomorrow. Missing one day won't matter. The other version speaks quietly. Itto seisu! Get up! Keep your promise. Your future is waiting. These two voices exist inside every person. Even the most successful people hear them. The difference is not that successful people have fewer excuses. The difference is they refuse to let excuses make their decisions. Understand this. Your greatest enemy is rarely another person. It is the version of yourself that settles for less than you are capable of becoming. Every excuse makes that version stronger. Every disciplined action makes it weaker. Think about a blacksmith shaping a sword. The metal must face intense heat. Again, and again, and again. Without the fire, the steel remains weak. Your challenges are that fire. Every difficult morning, every moment of self-doubts, every obstacle, every sacrifice, they are not destroying you. They are shaping you. Most people run away from discomfort. But discomfort is often proof that you are growing. When you exercise, your muscles become uncomfortable before they become stronger. When you study, your mind becomes tired before it becomes wiser. When you build discipline, your habits feel difficult before they become natural. Growth always asks for something. It asks for patience. It asks for consistency. It asks for courage. But it always gives back more than it takes. There will be days when no one believes in you. There will be days when people question your dreams. Some will tell you to be realistic. Others will laugh at your ambition. Do not let their doubts become your limits. The loudest voice you should listen to is the one inside you that says, keep going. Because every time you continue, despite resistance, you prove something to yourself. You prove that you are stronger than your emotions, stronger than your excuses, stronger than your fear. And that proof cannot be taken away from you. The greatest confidence in life is earned through keeping promises to yourself. Not once, not twice, but every single day. Remember, Remember, winning is not always crossing the finish line. Sometimes. Winning is simply refusing to quit, refusing to give up when life becomes difficult, refusing to let one bad day become a bad year, refusing to believe that your past defines your future. Every sunrise gives you another opportunity, another chance to win the battle within, not by becoming perfect, but by becoming better than yesterday. One better decision, one stronger habit, one more step forward. That is enough. Because greatness is never created in one giant leap. It is created by people who choose again and again, again and again, to become stronger than the person they were yesterday. So when the battle comes tomorrow morning, and it will, choose wisely. Choose discipline. Choose courage. Choose the version of yourself that your future will be proud to become. Because the moment you learn to win the battle within, no challenge outside of you will ever be powerful enough to stop you. Most people overestimate what they can achieve in 1 week, and they underestimate what they can achieve in 1 year. That is why so many dreams are abandoned too early. People expect immediate results. They expect success to happen overnight. But life does not work that way. Real success is quiet. It grows beneath the surface, long before anyone else can see it. Think about planting a seed. The day you plant it, nothing seems to happen. The next day, still nothing. A week later, the ground looks exactly the same. Many people would assume the seed is dead, but beneath the soil, something incredible is happening. Roots are growing. Strength is developing. A foundation is being built. Your discipline works the same way. The work you do today may not reward you tomorrow. The effort you make this week may not change your life next week. But if you remain consistent, those small efforts begin to multiply. This is the compound effect. Small action repeated over time, creating extraordinary results. Imagine reading just 10 pages every day. 1 day. It doesn't seem important. 1 iku still feels small. But after 1 year, you have read thousands of pages. You have gained knowledge that most people never will. Now imagine exercising for just 30 minutes every day. The first week feels ordinary. The first month feels slow. But after 1 year, your body is stronger. Your energy is higher. Your confidence has grown. The miracle was never in one workout.
The miracle was in the repetition.
This is why discipline always wins. Because discipline understands patience. It understands that great rewards belong to those who continue long after excitement has disappeared. Many people quit because they cannot see progress. But progress is not always visible. The strongest roots grow where no one is looking. The greatest character is built during seasons when no one is applauding. Do not confuse invisible progress with failure. Just because you cannot see change does not mean change is not happening. Every time you wake up early, you are becoming more disciplined. Every time you keep your promise, you are becoming more trustworthy. Every time you refuse an excuse, you are becoming mentally stronger. These changes may be invisible today, but they become impossible to ignore tomorrow. Imagine 2 people standing at the bottom of a mountain. One climbs 100 steps every day. The other climbs only when they feel motivated. After a year, the difference is enormous. Not because one person was more talented, but because one person kept moving. Life rewards consistency, not perfection, not intensity. Consistency! Remember this. Your future is not changed by one extraordinary decision. It is shaped by ordinary decisions, repeated with extraordinary commitment. There will be days when you feel like nothing is happening. Those are the days that matter most, because they test your patience. They test your character. They test your belief. Keep going! Anyway, one day you will look back. You will realize that every early morning, every difficult choice, every disciplined habit was quietly building the life you once dreamed about. And you will understand that success never arrived all at once. IT 荒いぶどう one disciplined day. a time. There is one relationship that will stay with you for every second of your life. Not your relationship with your friends, not your relationship with your family, but your relationship with yourself. The question is, can you trust yourself? When you say, I'll wake up early, do you? When you say, I'll finish this task today, do you? When you promise yourself that this time will be different, do your actions match your words? Because every promise you break teaches your mind something. It teaches your mind that your words cannot be trusted. And over time, that becomes your identity. Not because you are weak, but because you have trained yourself to expect excuses instead of action. Now, imagine the opposite. Imagine that every promise you make, you keep. Not perfectly, but consistently. You say you will read for 30 minutes. You do it. You say you will exercise. You do it. You say you will work on your dream today. And you follow through. Something remarkable begins to happen. Your confidence grows. Not because people praise you, but because you finally believe your own words. Self-confidence is not built by compliments. It is built by evidence. Every completed task is evidence. Every disciplined morning is evidence. Every difficult decision you make is proof that you can rely on yourself. And that kind of confidence is powerful because no one can give it to you and no one can take it away. Many people spend years trying to impress others. They want approval, recognition, validation. But the greatest victory is earning your own respect. Because once you respect yourself, your standards begin to rise. You stop accepting excuses. You stop settling for less. You stop negotiating with the habits that are keeping you small. You begin to understand that discipline is not punishment. It is self-respect in action. Think about a bridge. A bridge becomes trustworthy because it holds its weight every single day. Not once. Not twice. Every day. People cross it with confidence because it has proven itself over time. Your character works the same way. Every promise you keep strengthens the bridge between who you are and who you want to become. Soon, Kazato. Soon. You stop wondering if you can succeed because your daily actions have already answered that question. Remember, success is not built in public. It is built in private. It is built on the mornings when no one sees you get out of bed. The evenings when you continue working instead of quitting. The quiet moments when you choose discipline, even though no one is watching. Those moments become your foundation, and foundations determine how high you can build your life. So, stop making promises you never intend to keep. Instead, make one small promise. Keep it. Then make another. Keep that one too. Little by little. You will become someone your future self can depend on. One day, people will call you disciplined, reliable, focused, strong. But they will never see the thousands of small promises that created that person. Only you will know. And that is enough. Because the greatest achievement is not convincing the world that you are capable. It is proving it to yourself again and again and again. Become the person who keeps their word. Become the person who finishes what they start. Become the person who chooses action over excuses. Because when you trust yourself, you stop fearing the future. You know that no matter what challenges come, you will face them. You will grow through them. And you will continue moving forward. Zatto is the quiet strength of discipline. Take a moment and imagine your life 5 years from now. Not next week! Not next month! 5 years. Now ask yourself one question. Who will you become if you continue living exactly as you are today? Will your dreams become reality? Or will they remain unfinished ideas? The answer is not hidden in the future. It is hidden in today. Because tomorrow is nothing more than today's habits. Repeated. Many people believe their future will somehow be different. They hope things will improve. They wait for the perfect opportunity. They expect life to change on its own. But life doesn't change because we hope. It changes because we act. Discipline is the bridge between the life you have and the life you want. Every disciplined decision is another step across that bridge. Every excuse is one step backward. Imagine an architect designing a beautiful home. Before anyone sees the finished result, thousands of small decisions must be made. Every measurement, every brick, every beam, every detail matters. Your future is being built the same way. Every early morning, every completed task, every distraction you ignore, every promise you keep. These are the bricks of your future. No one notices them at first, but one day, people see the finished house. They call it success. They admire the result. They rarely see the years of quiet discipline that made it possible. Do not chase quick results. Quick success often disappears just as quickly. Instead, build a strong foundation. A foundation of honesty, consistency, patience, and discipline. Because anything built on those principles can survive life's hardest storms. There will always be setbacks. There will be days when things don't go as planned. Moments when you fail. Moments when you feel discouraged. Do not mistake those moments for the end of your journey. Failure is not the opposite of success. Giving up is. Every setback carries a lesson. Every obstacle develops strength. Every challenge prepares you for responsibilities you are not yet ready to carry. That is why disciplined people do not fear difficult seasons. They understand that pressure creates growth. Think of a diamond before it shines. It must endure immense pressure. Without that pressure, it remains ordinary. Your challenges are doing the same for you. They are shaping your character, strengthening your mind, preparing you for a future greater than you can currently imagine. One day, you will face an opportunity that changes your life. A new career, a business opportunity, a leadership role, a dream you've waited years to achieve. The question is not whether that opportunity will come. The question is, will you be ready when it does? Preparation happens long before opportunity arrives. That is why discipline matters today. Because today's effort becomes tomorrow's confidence. Today's sacrifice becomes tomorrow's freedom. Today's consistency becomes tomorrow's success. Never forget this. The life you admire is built behind the scenes while others are sleeping. Someone is preparing while others are complaining. Someone is improving while others are waiting. Someone is becoming. Decide which person you will be, because every sunrise gives you another chance to lay one more brick, to keep one more promise, to move one more step closer to the life you were created to live. And one day, when you look back, you won't remember every difficult morning. You won't remember every sacrifice. You will simply be grateful that you chose discipline when it would have been easier to choose comfort. As this message comes to an end, your journey does not, in facto, It is only beginning. Everything you've heard today will mean nothing if it stays only as inspiration, because inspiration fades. Action remains. Raito no, you stand at a crossroads. One road is familiar. It asks you to continue living exactly as you have, to keep making excuses, to wait for better conditions, to hope that one day life will magically become different. It is the easier road, but it always leads to the same destination: regret. The other road is different. It asks for discipline, responsibility, patience, consistency. It is not easy, but it leads somewhere extraordinary. The beautiful thing is this: no one can choose your road for you. Not your family, not your friends, not your circumstances. The decision belongs to you. From this moment forward, every sunrise becomes another opportunity to keep your word, another opportunity to become stronger, another opportunity to prove to yourself that you are capable of more. Do not wait until everything feels perfect. Perfection has stopped more dreams than failure ever has. Start where you are. Use what you have. Take the first step, then take another.
And another.
Because the person you dream of becoming is created by the decisions you make when no one is watching. There will be mornings when discipline feels difficult. Choose it anyway. There will be evenings when comfort calls your name. Choose your future instead. There will be moments when nobody believes in you. Believe in yourself anyway, because one day the same
People who doubted your journey
will admire your results. Not because you were lucky, but because you refused to quit. Never forget this: your life is not defined by your past. It is defined by the decisions you make today, the mistakes behind you. Do not control the opportunities ahead of you. Every new day gives you another chance, another beginning, another page. Write a story that your future self will be proud to read. Imagine yourself years from now, looking back at this moment. Will you smile because this was the day everything changed? Or will it become another memory of a promise you never kept? The answer is not found in tomorrow. It is found in the choice you make right now. So make one promise, not to the world, not to anyone around you. Make one promise to yourself, that you will no longer let comfort decide your future, that you will no longer wait for motivation, that you will become a person who keeps moving, who keeps growing, who keeps showing up, no matter how difficult the journey becomes. Because success is never owned. It is rented. And the rent is paid every single day through discipline. One final thought: the life you want is already possible. The strength you need already exists within you. The only thing left is your decision to begin. Begin today. Begin before fear disappears. Begin before you know every answer. Begin because your future deserves your courage, not your excuses. Thank you for spending these moments with me. If this message spoke to your heart, carry it into your actions. Share it with someone who needs this reminder. And if you're ready to keep building a stronger mind, join us again for the next journey. Until then, no, Ryoru-zen. Stay disciplined. Protect your time. Honor your promises. And never stop becoming. the person you were born to be. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next speech. Your future is not decided by what you do once. It is decided by what you do repeatedly. One workout will not transform your body. One book will not transform your mind. One day of hard work will not transform your life. But when those actions become habits, everything begins to change. A habit is powerful because it no longer depends on motivation. It becomes part of who you are. Think about brushing your teeth. You don't wake up every morning asking yourself if you feel motivated. You simply do it. It has become automatic. Now imagine if discipline became just as automatic. Imagine waking up, making your bed, exercising, reading, working on your goals. Not because someone reminded you, but because it became part of your identity. That is the real power of habits. They remove the daily argument inside your mind. Most people lose energy, not because the work is difficult, but because they negotiate with themselves every single day. Should I do it now? Maybe later. I'm too tired today. That conversation steals more energy than the task itself. Successful people reduce those conversations. They build routines, and routines create freedom. Many people believe habits limit their lives. The truth is the opposite. Good habits create freedom. Imagine two people. The first person spends every paycheck without thinking. The second saves a small amount every month. Years later, one struggles with stress. The other has choices. The habit created the freedom. The same is true for your health. One person skips exercise because they don't feel like it. Another walks for 30 minutes every day. The difference seems small, but after a few years, their lives look completely different. Small habits creates big destinies. Never underestimate consistency. A single drop of rain seems weak, but over time, it can shape mountains. Not because of power, but because it never stops. Your habits work the same way. Every disciplined action leaves a mark on your character. Every promise you keep makes you a little stronger. Every excuse you reject makes you a little wiser. And little by little, you become someone new. There will be days when your routine feels boring, when progress feels invisible, when you wonder if any of it matters. Those are the days that matter most. Because greatness is not built on exciting days. It is built on ordinary days. When you choose to continue, remember this. The people you admire did not become successful because they made one extraordinary decision. They became successful because they repeated ordinary decisions, long after other people gave up. That is why habits are stronger than goals. Goals give you direction. Habits move you forward. Without habits, goals remain wishes. With habits, goals become reality. So do not focus only on achieving success. Focus on becoming the kind of person who naturally does the things that success requires.